Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Serious Engineering. So I'm recording this after the last episode. I did a bit of work on the pack. I did some fixes there. Some of the recipes are fixed. I noticed there was an issue with the stacking numbers too. Something I didn't realize at first, but if you change stack sizes on items, it doesn't consider the meta value. So you can see, for example, you can see this like dark gray text that says Immersive Engineering Material. Right, so these are all the same item with the same ID up there, but they have a different meta value. So this is 9, this is 8, 7, 6, 5, etc. If I changed one of these to a different stack size, all of these would be affected because it doesn't consider it kind of ignores the meta value at the end. So that's why there were like some items that would only stack to 16 suddenly when they should be stacking to 32, etc. And that's because I changed the ingots, for example, of Immersive Engineering, which in return affected other things. So I just went ahead and decided to kind of average it out and set it to back to 32. So ingots stack to 32 again, otherwise it's going to cause too many issues, unfortunately. I just came out with the fisher later here because I wanted to get some food, and I just saw this food is the food I have is too raw to eat. I don't know why. I just feel like that's an amazing message. So she's really hungry. Something we should take care of at some point, of course, is giving them more food. I was hoping, actually, well, no, she won't be able to do it because there's no furnace in here. I think we need the, what is it? Not kitchen, restaurant. That's what we need. The restaurant will then provide people with food, and it has a furnace too. I'm pretty sure the cook there will be able to cook things, like actually with a furnace, but we don't have that currently. So yeah, we'll take care of this eventually. I really need to like focus more on my people too, on my citizens over there, trying to get that built up. But I really want to work a bit more on the just like production of resources. And here you can see, for example, it says here the material, right, got changed to 16. This is the old stack size. If I now sort this, it goes back to 32. So a little bit of an issue there, but excuse me, I'm burpy. I just had some food. It is what it is. So last episode we were working on setting up some power stuff, but realized quickly that we are not quite there yet. We need more resources. So that's still something I'm going to work on today. I'm just kind of checking. Let's turn off the advanced tooltips, I guess. We could try to do some of these, like nickel ingots, for example. I think I have some slime balls. 22 slime balls. How many slime do we have? 13. Okay, not enough. I might have to like look in there once in a while. I still need a iron key for this one, which I don't have, unfortunately. Why is this in here? So unorganized. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on that still. And you know, we said that we should probably go for the metal press first, because that's gonna help us out in the long run the most, because we can get the plates and the wires and so on much more cheaper, I guess. So for that we needed some things, for example the electron, right, which requires the furnace here. We could also so that's disabled. Good. So we have to use the kiln in here. So the kiln blocks are just bricks and sand. We currently have no clay in here. I'm kind of curious, is there clay down? I feel like I've seen some clay. Yes, there is. Awesome. So we can just grab some of this from here and then smelt this up. I should have some sand. We only need 4 of those kiln blocks, and I think, does this make 1? No, it makes 2. Oh, sorry, we need 8. I would think it's 2 for some reason every single time, but it's actually 8 because it's a 2 by 2 by 2, right? 2 high as well. So that's only 8, so not that many. I guess I'm just gonna smelt these up. Let's actually do. How much do we need then? That should be enough anyway. So I think I'll leave that for now. And then yeah, we have some sand. Hopefully that's enough. And then to make electrum, it's gold and silver, I believe. So we also need to take some of our silver stuff here and melt this up, because we currently don't have any. And I guess I'm just gonna make another few of those. Let's put this in here for now. You might have seen that last episode that when I was cooking my copper, it only stacked to 16. That was one of the issues. So even nuggets now will stop at 32 because, again, it's otherwise some of the other things would be at 64, which I don't want to be at 64. So it's a bit of a shame that we can't split that up, that we can't decide, you know, how big some of these stacks are. But that's just a limitation of how Minecraft works. If you change one of the items, it affects all the items of the same ID. Okay, I think it's only 8 bricks that we need, isn't it? Because that should make sandy brick. No. Oh no, is there another conflict? Arg. Why is there always... why is there always... Oh no, wait. It's sandstone. Okay. Man, I tested so many things, right? When I make this pack. But it's just so much you can test, right? And sometimes just things slip through that seem obvious in the end, but you didn't really think about at that point or something. And yeah, anyway, if enough excuses. So unfortunately, I should really actually put this underneath here too, so that we can absorb stuff. Now that I think about this, because I believe this will output. Actually, will this output? Yeah, I think this will output pollution. I'm pretty sure. So what we could maybe do we have any fences? We have like a couple of old ones here. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just gonna expand this a little bit. We can also take these out, get some extras. All right, good enough. Just gonna put the fence back so things can't come in here. Let's get our hammer. We have 2 hammers right now because we had an extra one for the crafting stuff when it was still broken. Can actually put away one of those, I guess, in case we need them later. Okay, and then, yeah, we need to, like, smelt up some of this, so I'm going to go and fill this more in. Take that out. And I guess for now we can just make a couple. So we have 3 of each, and we just put this in here. Doop doop. And we need a bit of fuel. And there we go. So that will make silver. Now I want to see... Oh, I need to... Ah, shoot. Need to do that, and actually need to put a roof on top. Let's just do cobble for now, and then I'll replace this later. I just want to make sure we catch this at the moment. And I think I might have some extra vents. It's difficult to see them because they're just like netherrack blocks. So we can just extend this to here. And we could even put a chimney. If we put the chimney here, because you can see that that emitted from back here, right? If we put a chimney on top, that would actually force it to go a certain way. So let's maybe do that. I think the chimney is just like this, right? And that should make it so that if this guy emits pollution, it should always come out of this block and then go immediately in there. You can actually kind of see there's like smoke particles too, which is cool. Do they do that on... Yeah, I think they only do that when the machine is actually active, which is kind of neat. Cool, there's our electrum. So at least we have that, but the biggest issue is still copper. We only have a couple there, but we'll see how far we get, maybe. So to make the metal press, you know, we need all of these things. So 2 steel scaffolding, let's work on that. Steel scaffolding is just steel and steel rods. Now, rods are also very expensive, so we're actually going to have to make a bit more steel, but let's see how much we get. There's 3 by default. I think we need 3 of these, right? And that gives us 6 scaffolding at least. Okay. So let's just grab these all for a second, and I'll put back... Oh, we only have 32, huh? Let's make 60 more steel, maybe. Just throw it in here and give it a time. While that is cooking, we also need some conveyor belts. So that is just a bit of iron, redstone, and leather. So I'm just gonna make 1 set, or 2 sets. I think that's 1. No, it's 2 ingots. Okay, so that's 8, which should be enough for now. Should try to make the least possible amount. These are really cool. If you never actually played with Immersive Engineering, they are transport thingies. Oh, I have the terrain animations off. I was testing something. Yeah, they're just transport items, but they're also going to be used for this multi-block. So we can see 2 conveyor belts is done. So we need a piston. There we go. Again, just going to make 1 for now. And then the redstone engineers block. So this is one where we actually need to use one of our copper ingots, unfortunately. Boink, going so low. 4 of these. We'll make 2 at least, so we can use this for something else later on. And then we also need the heavy engineering block. That's the one where we needed the electron for. But we also need 2 more pistons and, oh, quite a bit of steel. That is a lot of steel. It's cheaper if we get this table and the crafting components blueprint, which is this one that requires aluminum and another copper. Now here's the question, do I want to spend more steel or do I want to spend more copper? Since we're really hurting on steel, I think I'm going to have to go with that instead. But I'm going to wait for the stuff here. Because we have like tons of iron chunks in here anyway. Yeah, I'm going to get these cooking as well. I'm also going to put some of these chimneys we just made behind our furnaces because it still kind of shows up in front of it once in a while. And I just want to make sure, you know, see? You can see it's coming out there now. I think the fences let stuff go through. And so I should like land here and hopefully get pushed to that side. So since the steel is still going to take a little bit to process, something else we should work on right now is getting the sails ready. So by default, the windmill, right, it has, let me actually place it down so you can see it. Can I put it here? It has like these wooden blades, right? And it will spin at a certain speed, probably not here because it's not high enough. But we can speed this up to get even more power out of it if we make these windmill sails. We need 8 of these, and each one requires 6 of these tough fabrics, which each one requires 8 hemp. So it's quite a bit of hemp. I don't know how much we'll be able to make, but we should make them nonetheless, or at least try to. Oops. So let's get some sticks and see how many we can get. It's only 15, so that makes 2 sails. Cool. Even 2 sails will speed it up. And then, you know, over time we can get more. I'm just going to keep harvesting this. I should really increase this hemp farm, to be honest, but yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know if I can get rid of these things, though. Unless, I mean, I can, you know, start up a different farm somewhere else. So let's get our trusty hoe and see what happens. Now, can we place a block above it? Oh, okay, that works, I guess. Cool. So that's how you can get rid of it. Probably should have used dirt or something instead. But I think I'm just going to like expand this. The water is here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of the longest row here, I think. Oh, I forgot that hose do that. Shoot. They're breaking this 3x3. I think I'm going to break this wheat here too, because we don't need that much wheat currently. And yeah, just kind of expand this a little bit. That was not good. And that's one of the reasons why you can see there's actually some pollution that goes up there. I think that's because the chimneys weren't there before. But that's actually a good thing because I will, of course, speed this up. And then later on we can make this, use this to our advantage and actually force things to grow a little bit faster. But, I mean, I could already start working on this if I wanted to. Kind of like just send things over here. But I think we'll do this eventually when we have a proper, I don't know, greenhouse or an actual house or something. I'm still not quite sure what I want to build, to be honest, but we'll figure it out. Cool, there's another sail, so we have 3 already. So that's something we can keep working on over time. Alright, so rethinking our strategy here, we do actually need the work table, because we also need the molds. So for like the wires or the plates, we actually need to make them in this table, which requires, I think, the same blueprint. No, this is metal molds, but that requires a steel plate anyway. So yeah, we should make the table. It is required. It's really cheap. It's just treated wood, crafting table, and a treated fence. There we go. Cheap to make. And I guess I'll plop it down here for now. Goes nice with that, of course. And then we need to make these blueprints. So we need a bit of paper. And some... Oh, we never grabbed lapis, did we, actually? Uh-oh. Wait, is it lapis or can it be other things too? Oh, blue dye, right. So we can get that from these blue sprouts underground. No, wait, there was lapis underground. There was lapis underground. I just have to go down there and get it. We saw that earlier. There's one of these blue sprouts, though. We could also just grab that, but... I can see it. It's taunting me. Oh boy. Well, we have our trusty shotgun. I'm also going to grab our trusty hand cannon for longer distances, just in case. And boom. There we go. Wow, we get so much with fortune. It's insane. Lapis is always crazy for that kind of stuff, isn't it? Alright, awesome. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, so let's make the metal press since we need it anyway. Oh, I put away the press or the plate itself. So we'll have this one, the metal press stuff, so we can actually make these presses. The other cool thing is once we get the metal press, we can also make the tool molds that I added myself here with Content Tweaker. So we don't have to use those schematics anymore. We can use these things to do this. The recipe looks a bit odd the way it was set up. It was a bit odd, but it should work. And yeah, but we need the special tool mold, which comes from this one here. It's 2 plates and then a schematic. So we'll wait for that until we have some of these plates and make more plates. But that's something we definitely can make. And then we also need a component one, which of course required the aluminum, iron, and copper. And I don't think I actually cooked up an aluminum thingy yet. So I have to do this, at least 1. Oh, 2, because we need a full ingot. I need at least 2. Actually, if we go with 3, I think that's 2, exactly 2 ingots. All right, can we make it now? Yep, there it is. So crafting components, awesome. And then all we have to do is put this in here. Doop, and then we can see these things. So now the steel one only requires 2 steel plates. We can put these in here and a copper ingot. So I'm gonna grab the ingots from here. And we'll need more steel, of course. It's still making some. It's very slow. We can speed this up eventually. There we go. So we can make these now. I'm gonna make 1 for now, and then we need to make another 2 plates, right? No, wait, there's one in there. There's one in there. Okay, cool. There it is. So I think I'll leave the copper in there for now. And totally forget that it's in there. But that should be it. If we now grab our 2 pistons and electron, we should be able to make the heavy engineer block. Nice. Okay. And then maybe what would be a good idea. Is this one that's unlocked? Yes. Okay, good. Let's grab this guy. And just put this here for now. And I'll leave the engineer thing in there so we can grab it from there next time if we need it. So let's grab all of this. And I think that should be everything to assemble things. So we said we want to put it up there, I guess, right? The only downside, of course, is that we have to run over there unless we carry wires back to our base. Which I guess we could do. How much treated wood? Yeah, let's make some. Okay, let's do that, actually. Let's make some. If we look up, what is it? Immersive post. We can make these guys. The wooden post, that's just 2 fences on top. We have 1. How many do we get? Just 1, right? Yeah. So I actually want another one of these. That has to be treated sticks. Okay. And then a stone. Yeah, just a regular stone. We can take some of those. Oh no, it's stone brick. All right. We combine it into stone brick then. Put away some things. Inventory is getting cluttered. Nope, didn't shift click. All right, so there's a couple of these posts. That way we can at least run the wires to a specific location. And I think that's okay. It would be nice to have a capacitor too. I'm actually gonna sleep because that's gonna otherwise get a bit messy if there's a lot of enemies there. Having a capacitor would be nice so we can store some power, but I mean that requires another copper coil block, which we don't have. We're trying to get to the tech guns drill as soon as possible. Yeah, if you put this like somewhere on this level maybe, because that's accessible, I believe. Then we can somehow run the wires outside on the wall. I still want to like renovate this tower eventually. I think it's going to be a nice little fun project we can do. Yeah, so I guess maybe this height, huh? Higher would be good, but there's no proper way up, so we're just going to have to pillar ourselves up, I guess. Do we have any sticks? Yes, let's make a lever here. Oops, yeah, not like that. Because I do want to turn this lamp on. Oh, there is a lever above it. Okay, just needed a block update, I guess. Oops. Yeah, so we put it up here maybe. Can we get higher? Let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. If we go out a little bit. Yeah, I think that'd be good. I kind of want a better block, but I think we'll attach it to here, and then later we can build something behind there. Actually, this needs to go... I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I want it to be. Like here or 1 block further. I think I want it to be here. Okay, so we put down the kinetic dynamo. Then we right-click with our windmill, and it should start spinning. Is that good, or should it be further back? I feel like it should be further back, shouldn't it? So we actually just break that block and put the dynamo directly against the wall. And that should still spin. Always takes a few seconds to get started. And then we can take these sails and just right-click the center, and it gets attached, and you can see it speed up slightly. Awesome. And then we need to run power down, probably through the bottom. I think we should be able to. I forgot though if we need to like right click this. No, that rotates it. Let's see, if I put a connector here. Yeah, it's filling up. You can see in the top there it says there's power in there. And then the next one kind of have to like run to somewhere. Probably out here, but it's a stair. I need... Let's just grab another stair from here. So ghetto. Oh, we had one. We had one. That's right. Can I place this without dying? Nope. Bottom one, of course. Yeah, so that's the center. And we need a relay. So I guess I put the relay... That doesn't work there, right? That's what I thought. Okay, so it has to be a full block here. Huh, there it goes. You are the lucky one. Because I don't want to use a block that I have to replace later, because then things will just break apart. And hopefully we can put it here. So let's see if that connects. Careful with the wires. Oops, they're hot. If you touch them, you get electrocuted. Later on we can make insulated ones, but for now we do this. Now, it doesn't look very realistic with the wire getting cut off by our blades. Although it actually looks like once there are all these sails, it seems to go on top of them. The other ones seem to go behind. Or is that just like every other one or something? No, it seems like only the ones with the blades on the sails go in front of it, huh? Maybe? Not entirely sure. Anyway, so there's power. So we just need to get out of here. It's a bit of a shame that it kind of like generated sunken into the ground, but I guess it is what it is. Oh, I should have right-clicked this once first, but it's okay. Hopefully this is long enough. Let's see. So I think I'll put the next one right below, like here. So we put our little thing here. These you can climb. You could just jump. Wait, I thought you could climb them. Okay, might have to like jump against it. Another relay. Right click this, and then I have to get back up there again. Should have done it in the other way around. We do have hook shots in this mod pack, so that would be kind of nice right now. I have to double check how much the first one is, because that would have helped here, I think. But it's okay, it's not too bad. Okay, it is connected. Awesome. I could probably... should we risk it? Ooh, okay. That's scary. Okay, so there's one. And then let's do another one like here, maybe. They have a specific range of how far they can go. I think this is actually too far. Yeah, you can see the text turning red now. That means it's too far away. So actually what we should do instead, so if we, let's go right click this to reset it. Yeah, so we right click this first, and then we run over here. And when it turns red, we know that we have to place a thingy. Right there. Just don't stand on it when you do it. Okay, and again. Gonna have to make more of these. Actually, yeah, since we have to make more of these to keep going with this cable, I think I'm gonna temporarily put the thing here, the metal press, and then we can make our stuff, and then we don't have to, you know, spend so much again. Oh, I forgot some of the steel scaffolding. We never finished that, actually. So here's all of our steel that is done. So we need to make another rod. And how much do we have? 5. Okay, that's enough for the things we need. There we go. It might seem expensive now, or we have like low amounts of resources, but of course once we get the drills going, you know, things will be a bit faster. Actually, I think this is where this guy... No, this is where this guy goes. I'm trying to remember from memory. This guy here, this guy on top. Then we need the conveyor belts, and depending on how you place them, it's input output. So we're gonna have, say, input on this side, output on this side. So going this way. And then we have to rotate this piston. The way it rotates is if you right click here, it would rotate it like clockwise or counterclockwise, either one. So we want this guy to face downwards, so we have to like click here. So it pulls it downwards. And then once it's in a downwards position, if you right click again, it forms it. Ta-da! Pressing matters. So we have our thing here. So we put a connect on top and then just connect this up, and it has power. We can also take our lever we made earlier and put this here to shut it off to not do stuff, I guess. It doesn't really waste power, I don't think, but yeah. Maybe it does, I don't know, but we don't actually store any power, so it doesn't matter. But of course now we also need the metal presses, so let's put this thing in here. So we need a couple. We need the wire one, so 5 steel plates there, and we should actually make the steel plate one first. So we need 10 more steel. How much do we have? Did I make more? 5 more. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple more. It's gonna take a bit though, and I need more. I need more coal coke too. We actually need to empty this guy. There we go. Filled up again. Now, actually looks like one of our filters is full. I don't know if both are full. Let's break this here. You can see that guy up there is like fully filled. No, it's not. It's not actually completely filled. I wonder why the texture is like this. Oh no, it's gone. Maybe it's just an indication of, hey, I'm like full. Please replace me soon, or take out the stuff that's in there. But yeah, we might as well put more things in there before it does run out, I guess. All right, we have our 5 plates. Something weird going on here. I think. I don't know if it's a windmill. No, it's something else. Something in view. Now it's gone. I think there might have been a special mob that had some sort of effect that causes that issue. But we have our 5 plates. We have our wire cutter. So we can make the plate one probably first. So now, because we need like more steel to make the other plates first, right? So yeah, we're gonna have to make more steel. Unfortunately, I have to wait here for stuff to be processed. It's very slow, very slow. But let me go have a snooze. There we go. And hopefully it's safe over here. And then we can at least give this a shot. Everything should be working. Hopefully everything is despawning. Creeper would be very, very bad right now. So, yeah. Anyway, so here's our plate mold. Put it in there. Right click without shift. And now if we turn this on, let's throw the ingot on there. Ka-ching. We got a steel plate for 1 ingot only and not 2 ingots. So yeah, a lot cheaper. This is going to be great. This is going to help us out a ton. So I guess the next step for me is really just make a bit more steel, which is going to just take time currently because we have... I should have let this run sooner, but yeah, you can see we kind of have to keep this up here because this is 1 coal coke, you know, for 1 steel. So it's going to take a bit, but we only need 5 steel now for the next plate. So next time I'm going to make the wire one. So that we can make these copper wires a lot easier. Like if you look at this, you know, before we needed copper wire, we needed a plate for 1, which is 2 ingots like this. But now we can just make 1 ingot into 2 directly. We could also, of course, make 1 ingot into a plate, but then we only still get 1. So definitely want to get the metal press wire, and then this is going to be cheaper. And then we can extend our little line of power and move it over here, I guess. And I think I might have to start thinking about what kind of base I want to build. I'm not sure if I want to go in the same style as our Acacia village over there. I think I'm going to still kind of stay, you know, somewhere over here, a little bit away. I had thought about maybe, I don't know if that's going to be cool though. It's not very realistic or techy maybe, but I wonder if it would be cool to turn one of these hills that we have here, because we have like these 3. What if we turn maybe the middle one or something into our base, you know? Like build an entrance at the wall and then we're inside, and we have like stairs going up to the 2nd layer where we can do stuff outside on those layers, and then even higher to do stuff up there. Maybe like Stormcrafty stuff, or, you know, kind of live inside these things. That could be cool, like style-wise maybe, but, you know, not very realistic maybe, but it doesn't have to be realistic, I suppose. I don't know, maybe you guys have some ideas, you can let me know what we should do. Could also build a factory, but I feel like a factory might be also kind of out of place in this area, in this location, this biome, but maybe not, you know. We'll see. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this here for today. Like I said, I'm just going to have to, you know, get some resources. I'm also going to go out and try to find another coal vein or hematite, etc. Because we need more. We are out of, sorry, not coal, copper. We're out of copper, so we need that. And then once we have everything, a bit more copper and so on, we can finally make a drill, and we can go ahead and set this up and just mine for a bunch of resources, which is going to take a bit of time too. They're not very fast early on, and that's something I might adjust over time. We'll see how it goes, how fast it is. Because there's other things we can focus on, especially the village stuff I should do as well. And of course we can do manual mine or just explore. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll leave it the way it is for now, and you know, see what happens. It should be pretty okay, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed with my creepy mask. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.